Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel on human design. I am Pragya, and I love to look at life from the perspective of energy mechanics because energy mechanics are the foundation of everything that we experience. If we get the energetics right, if we get the foundations right, if we truly operate how we are meant to operate in the world and allow others to operate as they are designed to operate, life can become a lot more fulfilling and enjoyable. And I think that's what human design has brought to my life. And that's what I intend to share with the world from my perspective. In today's video, I wanted to continue from where I left in my last video, which was talking about how to love your manifestor correctly, how to actually be in a successful or satisfactory or peaceful or surpriseful relationship with your manifestor partner. The way that we're brought up and conditioned, we look at relationships in a really linear way and have very standard, homogenized expectations from each other, which creates a lot of resistance in our lives. The truth is, I am who I am, and the person that I'm in a relationship with is who they are. And if we can learn to accept each other better, then we can actually have a more beautiful, freedom giving, fulfilling relationship. So, in today's video, let's continue talking about this topic and let's specifically focus on the generator type. Generators have an open and enveloping aura because they are designed to be open to an external stimulus that can stimulate their sacral motor into responding, releasing energy, and over a period of time, building something quite tangible and physical out in the world. In other words, your generators are your typical working type. Your generators are the type that are designed to really utilize their sacral energy, their life force energy into building something step by step by step. The work culture that we see in our modern world and this whole idea of a 9 to 5 is stemming from having a majority of generators in our population because they are literally designed to work every single day, or at least work quite consistently when we look at them in comparison to the other types. Their true self signature, or in other words, a clear sign that they are really being their authentic self in the world, is when they experience satisfaction. And that satisfaction is a result of them really being able to use their sacral working energy and almost empty themselves out of it so that they can sleep and regenerate and get to it once again. You see, generators are actually very, very different from manifestors, who are also an energy type that are here to manifest the force of their motor energy out in the world. But the way that the manifestor type is designed to express its energy in the world is very different from the way a generator is meant to express their energy in the world. A generator does not have that densely packed aura that wants to impact others. In other words, it's not a very yang force that is designed to go after what it wants, what it desires, what it is passionate about. A generator is designed to be in constant communication with the world outside of itself and be stimulated by that world in order to be able to create something in the world, in order to generate the energy that it has inherently within itself. Understanding that generators can only truly be satisfied when they are living their life in response is really, really important for you if you have a generator partner. This is why Ra talks about projectors and generators having a very special relationship, because the projector type is designed to focus in on the other, and that is exactly the kind of guidance that a generator can really benefit from. A projector has the gift of asking the generator very, very specific questions because they understand who it is that is in front of them. And because generators have a chance to respond to those questions, they can really begin to check with themselves what it is that they have energy for and what they don't have energy for. In other words, what it is natural for them to generate in the world and what it is not natural for them to build or grow. One of the biggest issues that I see that people have when they're in relationship with a generator is that they feel like their generator partner is highly motivated by their work. In other words, there can be this sense of workaholism that the other can perceive within the generator. Now, it may not even be true that the work that the generator is doing is actually bringing them satisfaction. A lot of generators that we see are completely enslaved in our modern society, doing all kinds of work that breeds nothing but frustration within them. But because a generator is an energy type that inherently has a storehouse of energy, they derive some basic level sense of satisfaction from exerting that energy out in the world instead of letting it ruminate within their system. So, if you have a generator partner, it is likely that they're going to want to work a lot more than you're going to want to work, that they're going to be stimulated by their work in ways that potentially you cannot understand if you're also not a generator. It is in their very genetics to be working out in the world, to be building something in the world, to be contributing their energy into the world in order to develop something. And it may not be work in the modern sense, but in general, a generator to some degree is going to be experienced as being busy and stimulated by creating something out in the world. And this is something that we have to accept about our generator partners, especially if you have like a manifesting generator partner who, upon response, can really take initiative with what it is that they have a response for and can really move towards it with a lot of speed and also juggle between a lot of different things. It is easy to assume that you don't matter to your generator partner because they don't give you as much time as you think is a normal amount of time to spend with your partner. And again, it is up to your strategy and authority to decide if the person that you're with is the correct person for you, if they are bringing out that signature for you in your life. But in general, I notice this quite a lot in people with generator partners, that they feel like they always come second to the generator's work, that they aren't the priority when it comes to their generator partner. And it may not be entirely true. It's just that every generator is a storehouse of energy, and getting that energy out in the world is actually really important for their well being, health, and fulfillment. So, if you're in a relationship with the generator, not only you might find that they're busy and that they're highly involved in their work, but also there is this self absorption involvement that is quite common in a generator. At the end of the day, they are here to realize who is it that they are by witnessing what it is that they want to grow out in the world. So there is this tendency to be a little bit selfish or at least perceive them as a little bit selfish if you're not as self involved as the generator. For example, a projector that is designed to focus on the other, that very naturally has that ability to give attention to the other, may feel that the generator is not present with them in the same way. And it's true that they're not. They're present with them because they want to give them their energy. They're not present with them because they are here to give attention to their partner or to focus on their partner. That's not natural and authentic for a generator. The gift that a generator can give you if you're in a relationship with the generator is their energy, is what they grow out in the world. And as a projector, sometimes it can feel like, I just wish you could give me that attention back. I don't need your money. I don't need your resources. What I need is for you to give me attention. What I need is for you to focus on me. What I need from you is to give me your time. And while those are all valid concerns and needs, but if you do understand as a projector that it isn't inherently natural for them to be present with you in the way that you're present with them, that can make the relationship so much healthier and fulfilling for both people involved. If you're a manifestor in relationship with a generator, you might feel frustrated with the generator's openness or or the desire to constantly respond in external stimulus to you. As a manifestor, there are some times that you just want to do your own thing and want to be independent. But a generator type is a very interpersonal conditioning dependent type. It really wants to communicate a lot. It wants to ask you questions. It wants to be asked questions so that some response can come forth and that they can actually apply their energy and generate satisfaction in their lives. But this can be something that can be very annoying for the manifestor. And so it's really important for the manifestor to inform the generator that they don't want to be disturbed right now, that they just want to do their own thing. And also to accept, for example, if you're out with your generator partner as a manifestor, that your generator partner is probably way more open to its environment than you are. As a manifestor, you have your own internal sense of where it is that you're headed and why you're headed there. But a generator is just designed to be highly open. Anything that it witnesses in its environment can stimulate it and can change the course of what happens when they're out and about in the world. This is another really common problem that I see with people that are in relationships with generators is that they just have a plan of action and they just want to follow it to a T. But the generator is going to probably, especially if they're like splenic or sacral, there's going to be a lot of spontaneous movement because their aura envelops something that they have a response for, and allowing them to really be open as a generator, be enveloping, and find out for themselves what it is that they have a response for is really, really important and something that we need to learn to understand as partners of generators. Another issue that can often exist in relationship with the generator is that, especially for example, if you're a reflector or a projector and you want to reflect on things, you want to evaluate things, you want to discuss your perspective, you want to discuss what you see. Projectors, reflectors love open ended questions. They love to be asked for their perspective. But a generator might not really have the same kind of love for open ended questions. It's because it can get the generator in their heads a lot, which isn't the point of their existence. And of course, generators can have defined heads and defined ajnas And also, every single human being has their own unique outer authority to contribute to the world. Every single one of us has a perspective and an outer authority. So it's not like generators can't really put forth their perspective or share their outer authority. But I think reflectors and projectors do a lot better with open ended questions. And they need to understand that open ended questions beyond a point might frustrate their generator partner. Another super common relationship problem that I see so widely spoken about that I think somewhat relates to generators is, why couldn't you do it without being asked? Why do I have to ask you every single time for you to do something? Why can't you just do it on your own? And I think this comes from this conditioning that we have, that all of us should be able to think in our minds what it is that needs to be done and to actually take action on that. But we know that we're not all here to do that, not in a consistent way anyway. Not all of us are manifestors. Not all of us are here to initiate in the world. And again, just to clarify, manifestors don't initiate and manifest from their mind either. They manifest from their motor centers. So technically, none of us are here to think about things in our mind and do them. And even if we do that, then there's no guarantee that that's going to bring us fulfillment. It might actually do the opposite, right? So we need to understand, if we're in a relationship with a generator, that if you ask your partner to do something and they do it, that's okay. That's good enough. It doesn't mean that it wasn't in their intention to do it for you or that they don't care about you. Like, say, for example, something as simple as, can you get me flowers? I know that a lot of people will feel really hesitant to say something like that to their partners because they feel like, why do I have to ask? But sometimes it's just okay to ask, because you can really give your generator partner a chance to truly respond. And guess what? If your generator partner truly responds, they're generating more satisfaction out in the world. And guess who's going to be conditioned by that satisfaction? It's you. And the more that we expect our generator partners to initiate, the more that they're going to generate frustration, and the more that we're going to eat their frustration. So we all need to mature at a certain point in our life and really truly understand that it's okay to ask your generator partner, and that perhaps actually that's a very helpful thing to do to create more fulfillment in your relationship. If you're in a relationship with a generator partner, understand that they are designed to be open and enveloping. It is really, really good and healthy for them to utilize their energy and to prioritize work, that it's healthy for them to be asked yes and no questions, that it's not healthy for them to initiate things left, right, and center, that it's okay for them to be selfish with their energy because ultimately it generates more satisfaction. That is something that everyone around them benefits from. Allowing your generator partner to be themselves is only going to make your relationship much better, provided, of course, that it's correct for you to be in relationship with that generator. On that note, I'm going to end this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's something that you see around yourself that you'd love to share, I would love to hear about it in the comments. So do tell me about what you see in relationship with your generator partner, or if you're a generator and certain frustrations come up in a relationship, I would love to hear about that as well. Do like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.